The Berlin Open was supposed to be about tennis. About Alexandra Eala's nightmare first-round battle against Donna Vekic. About the potential rematch with Elena Rybakina. About the stacked field featuring Aryna Sabalenka, Coco Gauff, and Jessica Pegula. But then something happened that nobody expected. A rumor. A whisper. A supposed remark from world number one Aryna Sabalenka about the rising Filipina star. And the tennis world has been divided ever since. Some fans are furious. Others are defending the Belarusian. Social media is on fire. The hashtags are trending. And nobody knows for sure what was actually said. But the damage is already done. Because in the world of tennis, perception is everything. And the perception right now is that the world number one has a problem with the 21-year-old from Quezon City. This is the story of a rumor that has divided the tennis world. And the truth that nobody can confirm. Berlin, Germany. June 2026. The WTA 500 Berlin Open is in full swing. The world's best players have gathered at the Rot-Weiss Tennis Club. Aryna Sabalenka, the world number one, is the top seed. Elena Rybakina, the world number two, is the second seed. Jessica Pegula, the defending champion, is the third seed. Coco Gauff, the American superstar, is the fourth seed. And Alexandra Eala, the 21-year-old from the Philippines, is the wildcard entry that everyone is talking about. The tournament was proceeding normally. The matches were being played. The press conferences were being held. And then, a rumor emerged. A whisper from inside the players' lounge. A supposed comment from Aryna Sabalenka about Alexandra Eala. The exact words remain unclear. But the rumor spread like wildfire. Some said Sabalenka had dismissed Eala as just another wildcard. Others claimed she had questioned Eala's ranking. A few even suggested she had made a dismissive comment about the Filipino fans. The tennis world exploded. Social media went into overdrive. The hashtag #RespectEala started trending. Filipino fans demanded an explanation. Sabalenka's fans rushed to her defense. And Alexandra Eala. She stayed silent. Focused. Professional. But the rumor had already done its damage. The irony, of course, is that Eala and Sabalenka had been photographed together just days earlier at the Berlin Players' Party. They had posed for pictures alongside Coco Gauff, Eva Lys, and Jessica Pegula. They had smiled. They had laughed. They had looked like colleagues enjoying each other's company. Sabalenka appeared in high spirits at the party, posing for pictures alongside Paula Badosa, and putting their close friendship on display. Eala, meanwhile, posed in a navy look layered with a sheer white overshirt. There was no visible tension. No hostility. Just two athletes doing their jobs. But the rumor persisted. And the tennis world became divided. The rumor sparked a fierce debate among tennis fans. Two camps emerged. Each convinced they were right. Each refusing to back down. Camp 1, the Eala supporters. These fans were furious. They saw the rumored remarks as yet another example of the tennis establishment dismissing a player from a developing tennis nation. Sabalenka is just jealous, one fan tweeted. Eala has more heart than the entire top 10 combined. Another wrote, this is exactly why tennis needs to change. The top players think they own the sport. Eala is the future. Sabalenka is the past. The Filipino diaspora mobilized. They created memes. They shared videos of Eala's victories over Iga Swiatek. They reminded the world that Eala had beaten multiple top 10 players. They argued that Sabalenka had no right to dismiss a player who had proven herself on the biggest stages. Camp 2, the Sabalenka defenders. These fans argued that the rumors were baseless. They pointed out that Sabalenka has a reputation for being one of the kindest players on tour. When asked about Elena Rybakina's off-court conduct after the Indian Wells final, Sabalenka had said, "Yeah, she's a nice one. I would say that she's the kindest one on tour." She had also spoken about enjoying rivalries because they produce great tennis and are great for people to watch. Fans argued that someone who speaks so generously about her rivals could not have made dismissive remarks about Eala. One fan wrote, "Sabalenka is the world number one for a reason. She is a champion. She respects everyone who steps on the court. This rumor is nonsense." Another added, "I have followed Sabalenka for years. She has never disrespected another player. This is just clickbait." The debate raged on. Social media became a battlefield. And the original source of the rumor? It remained a mystery. Nobody knew who had started it. Nobody could confirm what had actually been said. But that did not stop the speculation. That did not stop the outrage. That did not stop the division. Amidst the chaos of the rumor, one fact was largely overlooked. Alexandra Eala has nothing but respect for Aryna Sabalenka. In fact, she has called Sabalenka one of her dream rivals. During an appearance on the Served podcast with former ATP world number 1 Andy Roddick, Eala was asked which current player she would most like to face. Sabalenka, of course, she responded without hesitation. She went on to explain, "I think everyone wants to play the number one in the world. I almost had the chance last year. It's exactly what my coach told me before I played Jessica Pegula. He was like, 'Alex, you're in the semi-finals of a Masters, of Miami nonetheless, and you're playing for a spot to play against the number one in the world. So this is where you want to be.' I was like, 'Yeah, this is where I want to be. I almost did it, maybe this year.'" Eala has also spoken about the specific shot she would take from Sabalenka's game. Asked in an interview with Tennis Express which player's shot she would steal, Eala replied, "I would steal Sabalenka's serve for sure. Sabalenka has one of the strongest serves on the WTA Tour, with a service game won percentage of 88.3%, the second highest on tour." Eala, a lefty with a crafty serve of her own, recognizes greatness when she sees it. The irony could not be more stark. While fans were fighting over a rumored remark, Eala herself was publicly praising Sabalenka. She was expressing admiration for the world number one. She was calling her a dream opponent. The division among fans was based on a rumor that directly contradicted Eala's own words. To understand why the rumor was so unlikely, it helps to look at what Aryna Sabalenka has actually said about her rivals. She is known for being respectful, gracious, and generous in her praise of other players. After the Indian Wells final, where she defeated Elena Rybakina in a dramatic 3-set match, Sabalenka was asked about her rivals' off-court conduct. Her response was heartfelt. "Yeah, she's a nice one. I would say that she's the kindest one on tour," she said. She went on to explain why she enjoys her rivalry with Rybakina, "But still I enjoy it because it means that the final is gonna be a show, it's gonna be great tennis, great level. And it's gonna be a fight, which is great for people to watch and also for me to become a better player. So I really enjoy our rivalry. So yeah, I like her as a person, as a player, and I enjoy these battles." Sabalenka has also spoken about her rivalry with Rybakina with a sense of humor and perspective. She admitted that she has lost so many of them and really painful ones. But she does not hold grudges. She does not dismiss her rivals. She celebrates the competition. It is hard to imagine someone who speaks so generously about her biggest rival suddenly making dismissive remarks about a rising star like Eala. The rumor does not fit Sabalenka's established pattern of behavior. It does not align with her public statements. It contradicts everything we know about her personality. But in the age of social media, facts do not always matter. The rumor has already done its damage. The division has already taken root. And the tennis world remains divided. The Berlin Open continues. The matches are being played. The champions are being crowned. But the rumor about Sabalenka's alleged remarks will not go away. It has become a subplot that overshadows the tournament itself. Eala has chosen to remain silent on the issue. Her team has released no statement. She has not addressed the rumor in her press conferences. She has simply focused on her tennis, letting her racket do the talking. It is a wise strategy. Engaging with a baseless rumor only gives it more life. Sabalenka has also not addressed the rumor directly. But her actions speak louder than words. She has been seen interacting positively with Eala. They have shared courts. They have shared practice sessions. They have shared the same space without any visible tension. The fans, however, remain divided. The speculation continues. The debate rages on. And the source of the rumor remains a mystery. Nobody knows who started it. Nobody knows what was actually said. The damage is done. In the end, the tennis world is left with a lesson. A lesson about the power of social media. A lesson about the danger of rumors. A lesson about how quickly a baseless whisper can divide a community. The rumor about Aryna Sabalenka's remarks about Alexandra Eala may never be confirmed or denied. It may remain a mystery forever. But one thing is certain. It has changed the conversation around the Berlin Open. It has added a layer of drama that nobody expected, and Alexandra Eala. She remains focused on her dream. She remains determined to prove herself. She remains the rising star, who has already beaten Iga Swiatek, who has already reached a WTA 1000 semifinal, who has already climbed to world number 28. She does not need rumors to validate her. She has victories. She has records. She has a nation behind her. The tennis world is stunned. Not by Sabalenka's alleged remarks, but by the division they have created. And by the resilience of a young woman who refuses to let a rumor define her.